Sea or sand? Most definitely sea. I like swimming a lot, but water is much cooler in general, much more soothing. And there's so much life in the ocean. Oh gosh. You can see sharks, you can see dolphins. I mean, on the sand all you have is crabs and like shells and stuff. There's not as much moving and living stuff. Like I said, I like animals. Homesick or wanderlust? I'd feel really sad for anyone who was homesick, but I'm most definitely wanderlust. I would love to travel to the end of the worlds to find different stuff, experience everything, or at least watch and see everything in person. Because I'm up for both, you know, basketball games, that sort of thing. What Disney character am I? I would like to say that I'm Simba from The Lion King, but I'm not because I don't really lead anything. I don't have a pride. But when I looked into it, I'm Lewis from Meet the Robinsons. A little bit earlier than a classic, but it's still true because I'm smart. But you know, I have family, and that's good. I have a good family, whether that be at school or at home, and they love me. You have to save one in. It's sad, but I would have to save my computer if I could only take one object from a fire because it's not only got most of my homework and class stuff, but it's also got the ability for me to communicate and play games and all the other stuff that I might want to do if I was bored. Whereas if I were to take one other thing, I'd be sort of I'd have multiple parts of my life that weren't really fixed. Plus, my novel is on this book, so I kind of have to keep writing that, or would like to keep writing that, and not have to memorize it. Uh, what is something you absolutely cannot stand? Sadness in others. I've been around my friends enough to know when they're sad, when they're stressed, that sort of thing. And it doesn't really bother me when I'm sad or stressed because I sort of bottle up my emotions. Not healthy, but it works. Um, and I actually deal with them quite well, even though I do that. But when I see my friends sad, it's sort of something I don't deal with much. So I just try and do everything I can to prevent that, if that makes sense. Name your favorite possession. Well, my favorite possession is actually this guy right here. Oops, sorry, not the hat. This is Barky. He is my uh, puppy. Yeah. He was given to me when I was like 3, and he is a Rottweiler puppy, and he has slept by my side probably for the last, or at least next to my bed, whether that be on a shelf near it or something, for the last 7 or 8 years. Originally, he was for protection. Now he's just to remind me of my grandfather. But my grandfather's not dead. It's not dead. I just don't get to talk to him more. Yeah. Cookie dough or brownie batter? Cookie dough. Like I said, cookie dough is my favorite ice cream flavor. So, yeah, just gonna. Alright. Cookie dough, brownie batter, cookie dough. Because it's my favorite ice cream flavor. And I also eat a lot of cookie dough raw. So, that's my most played song on iPod. This really has nothing to do with my favorite songs. It's just the one that I have on iTunes because I don't have many, but it's one that I listen to, I guess, a lot. It's actually called She's Strange by Cameo, the favorite band from earlier. But there's plenty of other songs that I look up on YouTube way more or something like that. Favorite smell. I love fresh air, like a moist oak forest or something. Just waking up out of a tent and that sort of thing. Because I like jogs, running, that sort of thing. Just the fresh air of whether it's by a sea or pure outsideness is it's what I like. Yes. Favorite sound. I really like the breathing of something small and sleeping. So whether that be a baby or a tiny little animal, that it's one of the cutest things to watch, and I like to just lay down next to it. Yeah, it's good. That what thing have you always? All right, that's enough of this. All right, what thing have you always wanted to do, but I've been afraid to? I've always wanted to cliff jump with a wingsuit and fly, but I'm afraid of heights moderately. So that's probably never gonna happen. You're a fictional character from a book. I'm still gonna go with Sherlock Holmes from Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes because I feel like I'm really that analyze, look at people, that sort of thing. But I don't say anything about it because I don't like hurting people. I have empathy. There is a beating heart within me, and if I make someone upset, it it bothers me greatly. Um, what celebrity do you want to date? I don't know. I need to develop more of an opinion on that. I don't know. I'm not. My own relationships, I don't really know about. I just know about other people's. I guess Jennifer Lawrence, but that's sort of everyone right now because she is funny and seems realistic. I'll just leave it at that because there's probably someone else, but yeah, that's nice. Celebrity I want to be friends with, on the other hand, there's a list. Probably Robert Downey Jr., Will Smith, Johnny Depp, Morgan Freeman. Who knows what Morgan Freeman can do with his voice? It could be a very good time. What's your favorite memory? I have two because I am not sure which one was first. One is me watching a scorpion from my baby crib in California. And my parents told me that there were some scorpions there, so that sort of freaked me out when that dream was verified, or memory was verified, but apparently it happened. I never got bit or anything. The second is apparently I bit some kid at daycare, whether we were fighting or something, I don't know. But they sort of. I might have bit him for fun or something. I don't know. Maybe I was teething. But I was pretty young. Uh, the best part of waking up is you're alive. You're alive. It's deep thought. My first crush, when I was in North Carolina, I had a crush on a girl named Sophie, who was a good school friend. Technically, she was the sister of my best friend, so that probably wouldn't have worked. But during a game in recess, she kissed me on the cheek, and I was pretty athletic, but they were supposed to. I don't know how to explain it. But after that, I sort of had a crush on her. I just never talked about it. And then I also had a small one on a girl named Crystal, whose birthday party I was at before I actually moved. It was a horse birthday party, and I remember it because I was very sad when we left. And we left the party early. Name one thing you regret buying. I spent over $100 on a computer software like this Christmas, and I never used it. Yeah, so that went downhill. Would you consider yourself a coward or brave? Most definitely brave, because I pretty much value everyone's life above mine because it's sort of my duty. I love everyone else. They've given me so much. I would do anything for them, whether that be fight off a wolf or dragon, although we don't have dragons, but dragon. If you could drive any car, what would I drive? Probably I would drive a Nissan GTR. My favorite car for the moment is the Nissan 370Z, but the GTR is a step above that for sure, and I'd like it. I'd like it a lot. Probably make it black. Yeah, the black ones are pretty cool. If I won the lottery, what would I do? I would pay off my family's debt first of all, because I'm sure we have some. It may not be a lot, but it could always happen. Then I'd leave a small, like, couple $1,000 or $10,000, something like that, for my college fund, because I got to get an education, and probably for my sister's college fund as well. And then probably just donate the rest. I also might leave a little bit for an emergency fund in case one of my family members gets sick or something. Name one superpower I'd like to possess. I would like to be a telepath, so I could read people's minds and then know what they know without actually talking about it. It'd make people very angry, especially if I was like playing chess or something. But it'd be great because I could make people angry and still not like upset them to the point where they would bite me or, you know, hate me forever. That would be bad. And my favorite John Green book is going to be the only one that I have technically finished cover to cover, because the others I have read, but I haven't read like the epilogue, that sort of thing, everything on the back. Most of them I have. I have not read Will Grayson, and I plan on doing that sometime. But my favorite John Green book is still Paper Towns. Yeah, it was a great book. Loved it. That's it. By the way, I don't feel good because I just ran for soccer. Yeah.